Instagram, 777 gold member here, 777. Hard to say, 3 times fast. Just a quick video. It's like a follow-up video to the first one. I've got some options I can change on my main YouTube account, which I can't do on this one. And they're very simple options, which I took for granted. I just had them for years and I just kept using them. I didn't realise now you've got to earn these things. Like when I first earned my YouTube, YouTube partner program, you had to earn that. It wasn't like just giving out. Now they give it, for a while they just gave it out, the partner program. Now I think they still give it out, but they limit your options. So I think I'm maybe automatically a partner. I'm still figuring it out. But I don't have all the options I do on my other YouTube account. So I'm just uploading this video as a secondary video just to see what I can do if I put a couple of videos up and see if my options change or whatnot. Either way, I've got a domain name being registered on my subscribers. I am getting people subscribing to the account, so any other subscribers are helpful. Anyone that sees this, if you subscribe, it would help the content. Maybe yourself going forwards, but just the subscriptions will help. Anyway, this is just a random video. There's no real structure to it. I've just done this off the bat sort of thing. So in the theme of the channel, we've got some artworks. So obviously I paint a house for a living. Now I buy paintings for a living. So kind of a big transition there for me. It's happened in the last 10 years. We've got some silvers. If you're on the Wall Street bets community, you know what this is by now. This is a kilo silver bar. So I'd have to check the value. Maybe it's $1,200 right there. I don't know. We've got some 10-ounce bars. So 10-ounce bars, some still wrapped in plastic. I mean, this is some of the stuff I do. It's not everything I do, but it's some of the stuff. I'm obviously in the Wall Street bets community. I totally support everything they do. I don't write off the stocks, cryptocurrency, all the other stuff. I do mostly real estate, and I do all the other stuff as well. But you can't ignore the liquidity and what this stuff represents. That's a stack of bars, so they stack on top of one another, so you can be like Scrooge McDuck and stack them like that. I mean, that's just. If you're in the silver community, you know what that is. It's not anything special to most people. Some people it will be. It's the first time you pick it up, it's quite special, but most of the time it's just like a rock. And for me, this is a rock now. But when you first pick it up, it's quite special. You've got some platinum here and some gold bullion. So with the gold bullion, I mean, there's platinum. There's an ounce of platinum just there. You can see that. So that's a Baird Mint, I believe. Baird Mint Platinum ounce. So that's probably my top tip for bullion at the moment is the platinum because it's typically 1.5 times the price of gold bullion. At the moment, it's still selling for a discount. It's gone up recently, but platinum over gold is my preference right now, specifically. Silver is highly risky. So you've got to be almost a really good technical trader to be able to trade that. And you can buy it in the bricks and sell it easy enough. But to trade it, I mean, either or, it's still very, very difficult. Gold bullion itself, I've never actually lost on I've never actually lost on gold. I've never actually bought gold and lost money on it. So silver for me is like, it's the bet that's going to pay off big time over the next several years. It's going to be the invest. It's going to be like palladium. If you've seen what palladium's done, silver's going to do the same thing. But platinum is going to do what I believe palladium's just done. So platinum is still cheap. It's typically 1.5 times the price of gold. Now you can sell this as quick, if not quicker, than withdrawing money out of an ATM. Now, a lot of people probably think that's ridiculous. A lot of people probably haven't even seen an ounce of. I'm not going to open it because it's sealed. It's got like a signature on the back. It's like an official platinum brick. But you can. I mean, I've bought and sold this stuff: rhodium, platinum, gold, silver, whatever. This is actually quicker than an ATM. So you walk up to an ATM, you put your card in, you put your PIN number in, you withdraw the cash, and that 20, 30, 40 seconds is quicker to have bullion, walk into a bullion dealer and get cash. Now this is a blue wrapper on top of that. It's like a new bar. So there's a serial number on the bottom of that. Sorry, it's all reversed on this camera, so you can see a serial number. That's a silver brick, 10 ounce. So it's 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 probably more likely 400, I think, at the moment. That's a 10 ounce bar. Anyway, I'm just telling you that the liquidity of this, the bullion versus cash and everything else, it's about the same. So anyway, this has started as a random video and it's turned to a kind of informative video. So at the end of the day, long-term wealth, maybe this will be the first video. Long-term wealth, like big money, is stored in gold, land, and art. So right in this very picture, I'm obviously sitting in a house on some land, which I own, and you can see the art right there. So that's some art. Now I buy art and collectibles as well, and gold. Obviously now gold obviously encompasses bullion, platinum, palladium, all that sort of stuff. So long-term wealth is any financial system. It transitions to the new financial system in gold, land, and art. Those three categories. So if you're talking Rothschilds, Rockefellers, all the big money, when they transition from one financial system to another, they do so in gold, land, where I am right now, and art. Hang on, it's reversed for me. I've got to do this backwards. So that art right there, obviously. So I mean, this is not a gloat. This is not. I'm just saying this is what, alternative currencies. And obviously, you've got one here. You've got your gold. You've got your cryptocurrency. Now, I've been in and out of crypto a number of times. I personally prefer the bullion, but I certainly see the value in crypto. And I did it right last time. I sat this one out. So gold, land, and art, if you just remember that. And now obviously land encompasses property, and particularly in inflationary environments, you're talking about mortgage property. So that's using other people's money. So we'll go into that more as my channel progresses. But the art as well, like when the Nazis, when we had World War II, that's not a piece, that's me pointing at the two paintings, it's not a peace symbol. So the Nazis, when they, raped and pillaged everywhere else, they stole all the artwork. So there's a movie recently, I can't remember the name of the movie, but they basically took the artwork and that was like a big treasure. And it was the same as all the bullion and silver and everything they store. So gold, land, and art. You remember those three things. Now, they will transition between any financial circumstance, any financial system, one to another. Gold, land, and art. Those three things. Now, this is turned into a serious video. It's meant to be a non-serious video, but this is basically, if you don't understand that, if you start from that point, and then gold, land, and art, and then within those categories, you can break that down into further subcategories, and you can figure out what you should do is do what your specialty is. My specialty is construction, so I buy real estate because that's where I can make the most returns. If you're a doctor, you're a dentist, or you're a physiotherapist, something like, I'm talking professionals, lawyer, whatever, accountant, real estate might not be the best place for you because you can't ensure the highest returns because your high income skill sees that you stay at a job for 60, 70 hours, maybe more a week. So you're relying on whatever you can do with the maximum amount of money you can earn per week, which is maybe in the stock market. So you've got to play to your strengths. So for me, my strength is real estate. Now I can get way higher returns than the stock market, but that's because a lot of the time I'm not paying for the maintenance on the real estate because I can do a lot of that myself. So if you're a professional, a high income person that's not blue collar, so I'm a blue collar guy. I mean, there's no collar here, but I am a blue collar guy. Like construction guy, that's me. I can get better returns in real estate than everything else. So you've got to play to your strengths, and don't be naive and think you can play everything. Just be smart from the get-go. Play to your strengths. Do you have what's your family do? Is your family dentists, doctors, lawyers, accountants? You probably want to stick to the stock market, and I'm probably going to say index funds, mutual funds, that sort of thing. If you are concreters, bricklayers, carpenters, any kind of hands-on work, you want to stick to real estate, as your returns are going to be higher, and then they're going to be significantly higher than the stock market. Now, obviously, people in the stock market, they're going to go, no, that's fucking load of bullshit, whatever. I'm not here to mince words. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm just telling you reality of the situation. The stock market, to me, my own plain way of thinking, it's I call them, and I have stock market friends, and I obviously don't think of this as them, but stock market for me is stock market pussies. I think stock market pussies because it's so much less dollar value than what I'm talking about. So I'm controlling a fairly large asset for a small amount of money. They're basically entirely liquid. Their whole position is generally in cash, unless you're talking options, futures, that sort of thing. And then you're generally taking stupid bets, right or wrong. You are gambling at that point. So I'm like real estate guys. I mean, 90% of the world's wealth is from real estate, and that's Andrew Carnegie. You look that up. So real estate gives you a higher return than the stock market. And it's end of story. Okay, there's no. As I said, play to your strengths. If you're a professional, probably you want to stick to index funds and mutual funds, that sort of thing. Passive income, just dollar cost average every week. You just keep doing it. Like a retard, I say invest like a retard. It's actually not like you're not moronic or retarded doing that. It's actually very smart. You get your 7 to 8% net return in the stocks, mutual funds, that sort of thing. Real estate, if you have real estate specific skills, so if you're a tradesman or some distributor, some sort of maintenance guy, you've got actual handy skills. And when I say handy, I don't mean some bloke's missus who says his husband's handy. He fucking never is, I'll tell you right now. He's hopeless, okay? If you are an actual tradesman, you need to be investing in real estate, and you will kill anyone in the stock market almost regardless of their income. High income skills, good tradesmen earn probably 3/4 of really good professionals. That's the truth. And you see that with women flirting with guys at like drive-throughs and stuff. I see that in my work vehicle. Not so much anymore because I don't drive it, but when I was in the building trade, so to speak, and I would upgrade my vehicle and I would sort of track the property boom, so to speak. I'm talking last boom, not this one. And I would see, I would be able to gauge the women's reaction to me, and women worked it out towards the end of the boom that tradesmen had money, and not only had money, had a lot of money. Women worked it out because women go for women chase success objects and men chase sex objects. So that's not a sexist statement. That is just the reality. So I would be so busy, I'd be eating fast food a lot, and that probably a lot of professionals, a lot of tradesmen do that because you have no time. So I'd be driving through the fast food, I'd be taking calls, and I'd be driving through and eating my food while I'm speaking to customers. And that was a reality of running your own small business as a tradesman. Now, people in the drive-through, in the fast food places, they see this. They see who's coming through the drive-through every day. Now, the attitude in the last property boom, as property prices went up, the attitude to tradesmen was women would have literally jumped out the window and proposed to you in the drive-through, fucking drive-through thing, whatever. So I'm not trying to big note myself, and that's just the reality situation. That's because women are anthropologically programmed from hundreds of years ago to chase success objects. So they were able to track all these tradesmen. This is a subconscious thing, not a conscious thing. I want you to understand the difference between the two, and most of the time you're conflicting. Okay, so your conscious reality, the words you say, whatever. Right now, what I'm saying right now is allowing my actual reality. Okay, so you have to be conscious of your own words, thoughts, and actions. Now, women in the drive, I'm using that as an example. It's a very easy example for me to use. They could see the tradies coming through, and they'd have a good ute, and then have a better ute, and then have an $80,000 ute in the space of a year and a half. And they deal with the same tradie eating junk food, and they very quickly worked it out. Hang on, these guys are making the same money as fucking lawyers are making. And I got professional friends and whatever, and they sort of turn their nose up at me as a tradie, and I kind of laugh at it. And it's, I mean, my background now, you'd almost say I was a professional, but I'm not. I'm a tradie at heart. But it's kind of funny how much the professionals think the income gap is, but the girls know. The girls in the drive-through, and you think, why do the girls in the drive-through? They see it every day. They see every car coming through, and they see the trend in income very quickly. So lawyers, accountants, all that, it's probably pretty standard. Tradies, it's like this, and then it just goes bang, and we're above all the professionals. So I've probably gone off track a bit here. I've had a few drinks, and this is my second video, but it is valuable. Take note what I'm saying. So I've lost track of what I'm saying here. So I'm just gonna. There's no edit to this. This is my second video. So anyway, inflation. I haven't even said that word yet. This is why you want this stuff. This is why you want gold, land, and art. Okay, those three things: gold, land, and art. Now those three things. Back to the platinum again. Those three things transition any changes in the financial system over the long term. So whether you are lawyers, accountants, doctors, podiatrists, whatever, those assets in the big money transition any circumstances in the financial system. Like Great Depression to World War II, 1890s depression to World War I, whatever. It doesn't matter. These things, so gold, land, and art. Those three things, okay? So, and obviously you've got subcategories in there. So I'm just putting this out there, and I'm going to have to rewatch this. It's probably a load of shit at this point. But this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be putting on my channel. Now you can take it or leave it. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not going to censor myself. I'm not going to apologise for anything I say. I'm not trying to fucking offend anyone, but I really don't give a shit if I do. So this is the reality of the situation. You've got COVID, you've got all this money printing, you've got the governments of the world, they're sending as much money out of the system as possible. That is going to lead to inflation as long as you've got money velocity, which you do with all the home builder grants, all that sort of thing. So anyway, this started as like a 3-minute video, and this is what happens after you've been in the army for a bit. You can just fucking talk shit for like 4 hours with no cue cards. Anyway, so that is the end of that. Hopefully you got something out of that. This video will get deleted, so this is kind of going to end up being the basis for this whole channel. So we've got that sort of stuff, and real estate, cryptocurrency, stock market. Generally getting yourself in a position where you're not beholden to the man. And who's the man? Well, for a lot of you, it's probably me. I'm probably the man. In reality, it's whoever you have to pay. It's the supermarket, it's the hardware store, it's your landlord, it's whoever. It's you not being beholden to the man, and that could be anyone. So I'm saying the man, I'm not saying I'm the man, I kind of am, but I'm not. I'm saying, generally speaking, the man, you not being beholden to the man, financial freedom, financial independence through a lot of conscious decisions, organised decisions over a lengthy period of time, like 10 to 15 years. And you can do this yourself. And one of the reasons you should follow me over other people is I'm within reach of you, okay? So a lot of other people, I follow a lot of guys that are like 100 to 300 properties. I've got 7, okay? So I'm within reach of you. Now, you watching, you probably think that's a lot. Maybe I personally don't think that's a lot. I think that's like small time for me now. But when I had 1 property, a guy with 7 properties, I was working for that guy. Now I'm sitting here talking about fucking art and bullion, okay? So real estate for me it's a very easy thing for the everyman to get ahead. So why you should follow me over, say, Ty Lopez or any of those guys, because what they're telling you is the information gap between Ty Lopez and me. I'm the bridge between you and Ty Lopez. I'm the bridge. I'm someone I have, let's say, escaped the ionosphere or whatever that sphere of the Earth where you're going to outer space. I'm just outside of it. I have ejected out of it, okay? But there's still a big gap between, say, me and Ty Lopez, a very big gap. But it's that first part which it's probably too much for a lot of people. So what I'm trying to do is to lead you into the decisions, choices, and actions you take to get to that point of getting out of that ionosphere or whatever fucking sphere it is. I don't know, but outside of the Earth's orbit. Yeah, a rocket going out of Earth and leaving orbit where the gravity doesn't apply anymore. So I'm just starting the bit where gravity doesn't matter to me anymore. Okay, so anyway, this has been a way too long a video. It's meant to be like a trial video and end up talking shit for fucking 20 minutes. That's what happens when you're in the military for a period of time. You can talk shit for fucking 4 hours and no cards, no nothing, no edits. I haven't edited shit for this. I'm just going to upload it as it is, and whatever happens, happens. But anyway, subscribe to my channel, hit like and subscribe. I will do some more videos when I'm sober, and they will be way better than this one, or maybe they won't. I don't know. I might have to drink like 4 drinks to get content of this quality. If I wake up tomorrow and it's actually a good fucking video, we'll see what happens, eh? So anyway, cheers, all the best, and we'll see you on the next video. Like and subscribe in the down there where the buttons are somewhere. I can it's all reversed. And see you next time.